It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere planter from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Plan for success with the industry's latest technology. Upgrade to an ExactEmerge high-speed planter to cover more acres, increasing flexibility and productivity. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location to order your new John Deere planter and experience the Landmark difference.
Hi, Charlie Stone again, and Andy Goodyear with Honda of Lincoln will be joining me shortly to talk about a milestone accomplishment at Honda of Lincoln. But before I talk to Andy, I'd like to add a comment of my own. I know you have a lot of choices when buying a new or pre-owned vehicle. It was just announced that Honda of Lincoln is once again the winner for the Lincoln's Choice Award for new car dealers. It's not easy to win that award because it's all based on the highest level of customer satisfaction. I think Honda of Lincoln really is your best choice. Now let's talk to Andy.
Thanks, Charlie, and thanks for your kind words.
Andy, tell us what it takes to win an award like this.
Will do, Charlie. It's about being customer-focused. Our sales and service team have been with us for a long time, and every day, all they focus on is 100% customer satisfaction. It's really that simple.
Maybe it's time you experience the best. The Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
We all like to save money, and we all like to save time. So why not save money and time on your auto insurance? At Battle Creek Insurance, we offer a way to do both. Enroll in our EFT payment option and save 5% on your auto insurance premium. EFT makes bill paying easy, convenient, and there's no worry of late payments. Visit battlecreekins.com today to contact your local Battle Creek independent agent. Start saving. Battle Creek Insurance. Better together.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they're committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perchmerch.com.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white truck, you know the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built upon hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with room for advancement.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
The best barbecue deal in town is at Hog Wild. We're serving up a $5.99 meal deal that includes a one-meat sandwich, your favorite classic side, and a drink, all for just $5.99. Craving brisket? Upgrade to our tender, slow-smoked beef brisket for only $1.50 more. Join us for lunch or dinner, or order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway, Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com. Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
93.7 The Ticket is Lincoln's home for Kansas City Royals baseball in 2026. Catch all the action as Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and a pitching rotation led by Cole Reagans try to lead the Royals back to the postseason. That's Kansas City Royals baseball all summer long. On the air in Lincoln at 93.7 The Ticket. Take your approach and line it up. This is Beyond the Lanes on 93.7 The Ticket. Join Nebraska bowlers Haley Swindle and Desiree Buchert as they take you through their season and beyond. Beyond the Lanes is sponsored by Red Zone Bar and Grill. Here are your hosts, Haley Swindle and Desiree Buchert.
Welcome in Beyond the Lanes, Desiree Buchert, Haley Swindle, 93.7 The Ticket, and theticketfm.com. Nick Wyman holding it down here on the ones and twos, as always, Monday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central Time. Desiree back in studio for the rest of the summer. Haley making our way back here in just a couple of weeks, I think. But Haley now streaming in. Haley, I think you've streamed in from a different location or a different drop back the last couple of weeks as well. Haley, where are you at currently? You're back at home, I assume, but different setup again this week.
Yep, I'm in my living room because I have my computer. I was going to do it on my computer, but then I had to update it. And then I had to do it from my phone, but then I didn't have my phone plugged in, so I had to come plug it in.
Was that a quick rush? Like you were like, oh, I have the show starting soon. Was it just like,
yeah,
I need to figure this out, so...
Yeah, because I was upstairs and I had looked at my phone and it was like 8:59 and I was like, oh my gosh, because I'm an hour ahead. I was like, oh no, like I gotta go.
Hey, at least you figured it out. I was curious. Sometimes when you have your camera off in the background, I'm like, all right, hopefully they're still there. Hopefully, because you guys when you guys were both streaming in here, I always was like, okay, hopefully they both didn't just get up and do something. Because I'm the show's playing. So like I was always curious what you guys do. Like you get up and grab a snack or something. We've all been there, whether it's streaming in for class or something like that. And then the intro music hits and you guys would pop on the cameras and we get the show rolling. That was always the scared me. Like I'm not going to tune in and then it's just like you guys are gone. So Desiree, it's hot outside. How are you wearing a jacket here in Lincoln? Haley, how hot is it down there right now?
I don't know the degree, but it's probably somewhere like low 90s, high 80s.
Okay, it was one of the hottest days of the summer. It was one of the hottest days of the summer. I was out at the Lincoln Challenger for a little bit alongside the rest of our ticket squad and talent and everybody else in between. And it's a pretty toasty one outside. The humidity's up and everything like that. Desiree comes in here and she's like, well, I'm wearing a jacket. I said, how? How are you wearing a jacket in here? Just comfortable?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel that hot to me. I don't think. Like, I feel like it's normal.
And you're also from Texas, so this is nothing.
Yeah, but like as like Haley or like the team knows, like I find 70 like pretty cold.
Yeah.
So.
Oh well, I mean, I couldn't do it. Like, maybe if it's like in the 70s, maybe, but I don't know. Texas is it's 100 degrees hotter down there in Texas. I would assume, like during the summer months. You guys are both summer people, right? You guys don't like the snow.
No.
Which for obvious reasons with that and everything like that. But I will take the 100-degree days over the snowy winters we have here in Lincoln, Nebraska. So if you'd love to be a part of the conversation, as always, Beyond the Lanes, Haley, Desiree, open for questions. I can read them at your disposal. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Allo Channel 961, 402-464-5685, the Sarah Heyman Julius text line. Haley, what's been going on with you since last time we talked to you? It's been a week. What's been going on in the life of Haley Swindle? Working at the bowling alley still. I think that's a usual thing. Any more autographs get signed? What's been going on in the life of Haley?
I don't think any more autographs have been signed, but I've just been working and practicing and just kind of like enjoying my time at home because next week I leave for team camp and I'll be gone for a week. And then when I get back, it'll kind of be like rush. And then I'm going back to Lincoln.
I'll feed off of that for you. So like you're back home being a collegiate athlete. There's probably, I don't know, being away from home is probably, you're kind of accustomed to it. Desiree can probably pitch into it that as well because you have those tournaments, but you're spending time with your family at the bowling alley. Has it been pretty bittersweet this summer, Haley, kind of spending at home and everything like that as well? But also, you're probably very excited to get back on campus here at the University of Nebraska as well.
Yes, I love being home. I love seeing my sisters and like hanging out with my family. But I'm also excited to get back to my own apartment, my own room. Because here I don't have a room. All our rooms are taken now with my sisters.
How many sisters do you have?
3. So they each get their own room.
Mm. I mean, that's fine. That's fine. Desiree, what about for you? I mean, summer's come and gone. Desiree did say she had some moving in stuff go on today and everything like that. She did share that off air. What's been going on in the life of Desiree since last when we talked? You said it's been a pretty crazy couple of days for you.
Yeah, we got the keys to our new place and it's very nice. We bought a couch that gets installed on Wednesday, but we've just like been living between both apartments and moving stuff. Trying to build. So far we haven't built anything backwards. We did mess up a few times, but and a few bruises and cracks and cuts, but I'm getting there. Should have got a place with an elevator, but that's okay.
What was the hardest part in all? Because Haley, weren't you here moving stuff with Kayla and them a bit ago too? What was
Yep.
what's the hardest part about moving everything? Because everybody's gone through it, lifting stuff, helping people out, helping friends out. It's a team effort. It's kind of like a sport in a sense. But what's the hardest part about moving? Because we've all been there, whether you're an athlete or not.
I would probably say like if you already have like your dressers or beds made, those and like your mattress, those are the hardest part, moving those. Other than that, it's probably like if you have an elevator, it's just the time it takes you to like because like for us we lived at the end of the hallway, so we had to walk all the way down the hallway to the elevator and then down the hallway, not as far, but to get to our other one. So it's just like the time it takes walking everywhere is like where most of your time's ate up at.
Yeah, and like you said, like elevator, and then you're probably seeing people come up and down too, and it's just this awkward
You
run
gotta
of
wait.
or you share the
Yeah.
elevator multiple times. We've all been there.
Yes.
Desiree,
Yeah.
what's been kind of did you have any help with you?
No.
No, you had no help.
No.
You just been doing it all by yourself.
We us three all have like we're carrying our own stuff. It was very heavy. No elevator, so we walk up 2 flights of stairs. But the good
Ooh.
thing is right when you get up, like the second set of stairs, we're like the first step you take that's like not on a step, it's right there, unlock. Like perfect. It's right there. But yeah, no, because all of our help that we're supposed to help ended up being out of town when we got the keys, but we were like, we wanted to get out so fast of the place we were in right now. So we're like, you know what? We don't need no help. We don't need no man. We're getting it done.
Still, like there's no buddy system. Like you said, there's a couple of you guys.
We tried. We did.
Tried.
And then we also were like, wow, this is too many like trips. So we're gonna like YOLO it and everyone takes one thing and like slide it up, We did have a dolly. Shout out to Owen. He did give us a dolly that did help the process.
But you had to go upstairs.
We figured it out. The boxes might have been a bit beat up by the time they got up there, but
Still.
they got there.
I mean, I guess you didn't have to haul it from said car parking lot into the building up the,
We did.
What'd you use the dolly for?
We used it because we had to so our apartment that we're in now, we're on the 8th floor. So we had to get out of there, go all the way down, load into the car, drive the 10 minutes to our new place, unload our car. But the door is right by where our parking lot is. So it was easy. And then we slid it up the stairs. Now the dolly did fall one time down the stairs. So then we ditched it and just prowler pushed everything up.
I guess it got done. It got done.
did.
You found a way.
It did. We did. And we were going to call people. And we're like, no, we got this.
Found a way. Everything done?
No, but that's okay. Almost done.
Been an eventful day.
It has. Most things are built.
I guess. What's going on? I mean, Haley, summer's wrapping up. It's crazy. We're already past the 4th of July. We're hitting mid-July already. I'm assuming college classes start a little bit before Labor Day, I would assume. And you guys said last week, I think you guys were or 2 weeks ago, you guys were like, oh, I haven't really thought about school yet. I haven't thought about anything. Has that kind of thought gone into your mind yet? Because it's sneaking up very quickly. Haley, what about for you?
Yeah, because last week I may have procrastinated a class a little bit, and it took me the whole entire week to get everything done. And the last assignment I turned in on the last day at 12:40, and it was due at 12:59. But I got it done. but it may have taken me the entire week to get them all done.
That doesn't stress you. I mean, like college bowling, you're well composed. You're competing in front of a large audience on a huge scale and everything like that. But as a former student, I think a lot of people can attest to this. Doing that assignment with the clock ticking down, clock's about to hit 0 or else it's late. Do you feel any pressure with that, Haley? Because it sounds like you were pretty cool, calm, and collected getting that all together.
No. I had many crash outs, and I was crying and I was like yelling at my computer because it wouldn't work because I was using my class allowed me to use AI. So I was like copy paste everything to AI and it taught me how to like formulate like my Excel and make my Excel sheets and my reports. And then like there's one system I had to use and I've never used it before. And when I went to download it, I couldn't figure it out. So I had gotten the first assignment done on like Monday and I didn't even turn it in till Thursday because I couldn't figure out how to turn it in.
Still, like
I had 5 assignments and 2 exams all due on Friday, and I started them on Monday.
And whose fault is
and
that?
While I was at work, I worked bar Friday night, and while I was at work, I was like typing up my report as I'm sitting there at the bar, and then the computer died.
What a life!
I had to wait. Yeah, I had to come home and then stay up for another like hour and a half, and then turn it in right before it. But you know,
still, like I think Desiree, put yourself in the shoes of that. Like that, I feel like it's just not the correct way to perform at the school and everything like that. Got done though.
That's what I'm saying. As long as it gets done, it doesn't matter how it got done. Because sometimes if you wait, like at least she started on Monday, it was due Friday. Like it's not like she started Thursday.
Yes.
But like most of the time, you start it late and procrastinate, or you turn it in a week in advance, most likely those two same people are going to get the same grade.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, it's still like that's a lot
I've
of work.
gotten good grades on what I've turned in so far.
Well, so you go. And that, like again, it's kind of self-inflicted, the pressure, like you said, the pressure of everything. But you're able to put it all together at the end of the day. Haley, what's the rest of the summer looking like for you as a whole before you move back here to Lincoln for the 2026-2027 academic year?
This week, working, practicing. Next Tuesday, I think I head out to Dallas for team camp for a week until the 29th. Then after that, I come back for 2 days, and then me and my family are heading up to Gainesville, Georgia, to my aunt and uncle's for my birthday. And one of those Saturdays, we're gonna go up an hour to South Carolina and fish. Then after that, I have a hair appointment on the 5th, and then I'm just gonna relax because we just got a pool put in. It should be done by the end of this week or next week. So I'm just gonna relax and hang out at the pool.
Look at you guys moving in stuff and getting a pool and doing everything else. Team camp. I guess just how excited are you to get the ball rolling with that, because that's kind of like the last kind of bowling chapter of the summer months, because we talked about throughout this entire show. If this is the first time you're listening, we've talked about kind of what the summer is for bowling. It's a lot of you make it what it is. We've had Haley tell her story, Desiree tell her story. We've had Kayla, we've had Abby Starkey, we've had all different names. We've had the freshmen in here a couple weeks ago as well for the Husker bowling team on the program. And I find that very interesting with everybody. Everybody's kind of got a different summer story about how they're performing in bowling, whether it's competing, whether it's just resting up, working, doing their thing, moving back home, staying in Lincoln, everything else. I find that so interesting. As Haley, before I move on to Desiree's summer, the rest of the summer, I should say, just how excited are you for team camp, just to kind of, get that bowling kind of itch back before you return here to Lincoln?
I'm really excited. I think I'm just excited to see what like it entails because I've never been before. Would have been my first time going to camp for my first year on team. So I'm just excited to like see what all like they have us do and what all I can learn from like their classrooms.
Are you nervous at all?
I'm a little nervous. just a little bit, because I mean they're really good coaches and these are the people who are going to pick who travels to international stuff. So I mean it's still nerve-wracking, but I'm trying not to let that affect anything and just go to learn.
Well, I think you're nervous. It shows you care. I think that too. Yeah. It shows you really like, or you want to perform well, or make a name for yourself out there. Desiree, we'll move on to you here with only a couple more minutes left in this segment. outside of moving and whatever that entails, using a dolly, not using the dolly, finding a way, what's the rest of the summer looking like for you?
Mainly just practice, work. I start my internship as well, or I have like my meeting. I have like 2 meetings for it coming up, and then just that tournament in Wichita in August.
Do you know the dates for that exactly? It's right before school, right? You said?
No, it's the weekend of the first week of school. So, but it's I leave on the 29th and come back to 30th.
Is that a little bit stressful that time? Because like you're getting back in the routine for class. You're trying to figure out what that's going to entail, how you're going to manage that as whole. But then you have this bowling kind of hovering over. Is it a little kind of, like you said, nerve wracking just because you care, because you want to be out there and do your thing while kind of getting situated into that fall semester?
I think it is, but my hope is that they don't give me anything hard the first week of school. That's the hope. Or like, I know we have at least a meeting or 2 for athletes, so hopefully it doesn't like run in or like have to everything get smushed.
Mm-hmm.
But it is just like one day on Sunday, so I feel like I can kind of handle it.
That's fair. I find that just super interesting, competing in, right when school starts, when, like the bowling seasons are. Do you guys have an actual like date for when, like, because you guys are practicing year round, whether it's by yourself or with your team? When's like the first official? Because I think what I've gathered from the show, and probably a lot of our viewers had, is the college bowling season. Like, when does college bowl? Because like we hear about college football. All right, that starts up with spring camp. College basketball, they start up in the fall as well, when they start putting their team together as well. I think that's an interesting avenue to kind of dive down. Like, what does preseason look like for college bowling? Because you hear about when the bowling season starts up in October, and it's like, all right, their season's starting. You guys don't just show up that first week right before the tournament and go, all right, guys, we're heading to New Orleans for this event. I think that's a nice segue to kind of what we're going to talk about later on the show, because like every sport has their preseason camp, has their spring camp, fall camp, etc. I'm curious what that aligns with bowling, because every team has it. Tennis, swimming, everybody has to start somewhere with a new group. Because this year, you're obviously Jill Martin graduates. You have some freshmen who are very enthusiastic, not only in character, but also for the season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very curious how that, all the meshing and the team chemistry comes together and everything like that. I'm assuming you guys are both very excited. Haley, do you guys know when your schedule officially drops? 'Cause I know you guys are probably having some very similar dates and everything like that. Big Red Invite will be on there, a couple other ones. But when should you know like the finalized schedule for the 2027 year?
I'm not quite sure. I think probably by the end of next month, it should definitely be out.
Are you
I feel
excited?
like.
Excited, I assume?
I'm excited. I kind of have an idea of what we're doing in the fall, but I still don't know like for sure. But for the spring, I have no idea. So I'm excited to see what that one looks like.
Is it an interesting time? Because like you guys are building off of a season where you, like we've talked on the show, where the season, you start, not where you want to be. There's the expectation of Husker bowling, and you guys continue to build off that. And you have a new conference tournament. You guys compete in that as a whole against some quality teams we talk about throughout this entire program. And then you go into the postseason and do your thing. Is there some excitement with that? Because you have there's some new faces in the program. Is that always like really that? I'll start with Desiree. Is that kind of an exciting part of the year when you like kind of have a new season? It's kind of like Christmas, I assume, where it's like you have some new faces, some people you haven't seen. You've seen them time and time again, but you really get to spend time with them when that season starts to kick in the high gear. What is that kind of like from a player's perspective when you welcome those new players into the program and you get to see like, hey, this is how it's done. These are the expectations, and this is what we're trying to do together as a group for a common goal.
I think it's nice because obviously like everyone's different, and I think it's a good thing, like learning from people that grew up in different places. Like our team is from all over the place. I think this year we don't even have anybody, or we don't have 2 people from the same state, which we've had before. But I think this year everyone's from a different place, and it just like helps us mesh. And I think that's what makes it exciting, because you don't know what you're gonna get, and like you have a teammate, but you also have a built-in friend in that case too, like because we are always around each other. So I think like it just makes it fun. And we also do like these team things together, at least 2 team like parties. I know one's at coach's house, to like get everybody situated and be like, hey, like this is us, this is what we do. and everyone's pretty open to anything so far. Like freshmen coming in, I think everyone was great. And I mean, you met them. I think it's still going to continue to be great when people come in.
Yeah, and they were all hands on deck in here. They were Haley. I think you missed that episode when they were in here. Man, you might be jealous. They came in here and they acted like they owned the show. They knew exactly what to say, and I mean, Haley. We talked about them when Kayla and Abby were in here, Desiree, and we talked about the freshmen. And Haley was like, "Yeah, they're really open people. They love to talk." And you put it, yeah. See Haley shaking her head right now. Yeah. They came in here and they fit in like a glove at the end of the day. So we're gonna get a break. We're gonna go to break. On the other side, we'll kind of talk about what the preseason looks like and when that happens, because I think it's kind of interesting with the dating, starting up in October and your season not ending until March, sometimes later than that, sometimes as well. We'll talk about what that's like and what leads up to a preseason. We talked about a couple weeks ago about what practice is like and how you practice your game, but what does a preseason for bowling entail? We'll talk more about that on the other side. Desiree Buchert, Haley Swindle here on Beyond the Lanes, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. We'll be right back.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. It's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear that you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Is there anything worse than paying for something that's done half-assed? You buy something, you want it to work, especially when it comes to your internet. When you're trying to stream a movie, work from home, or shop online, half-assed internet doesn't get it done. At Allo Fiber, we don't do anything half-assed. We offer 100% real fiber and real human support that serves the community from the community. So while others may say they have fiber, in the end, there's half-fast fiber, and then there's Allo Fiber. Allo Fiber. Internet built for you.
93.7 The Ticket is Lincoln's home for Kansas City Royals baseball in 2026. Catch all the action as Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and a pitching rotation led by Cole Reagans try to lead the Royals back to the postseason. That's Kansas City Royals baseball all summer long on the air in Lincoln at 93.7 The Ticket.
Hi, Kendall Warnock here, owner of A1 Automotive in Seward. We're more than just an automotive repair shop. We're part of this community. Our mission is simple: serve people well, build trust, and provide reliable vehicle repairs at a fair price. From oil changes to diagnostics, major repairs, we're here to help keep your family safe on the road. A1 Automotive, 408 Main Street, Seward, Nebraska.
Are you looking for a fresh new hangout spot? Let me tell you about Liquid Assets Sports Bar, where Mondays mean new weekly drink and food features. With 23 taps, a full lineup of cans and bottles, and 40 TVs blasting every sports package out there, you'll never worry about missing a play. Savor high-end spirits at their stylish back shelf bar, enjoy a healthy, family-friendly menu, and catch all your favorite teams every day. Doors open daily at 11 a.m. Liquid Assets, located on 2755 Jamie Lane in South Lincoln.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC in Louisville. Koppel is proud to be the highest-rated GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln areas based on Google reviews. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months on new Silverado and Sierra 1500 models. But hurry, the 0% financing offer won't last long. Visit us in Louisville or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
Hey, this is Jay Foreman, the host of Old School, 3 to 6 p.m. here at 93.7 The Ticket. And one of my favorite things to do is come down and meet all the fans before and after as they cheer on our beloved Huskers.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
What if your bank had people who care about the places we call home?
That's what Union Bank does. We encourage this culture of giving back.
I really, really enjoy working with People City Mission.
The United Way campaign.
Habitat for Humanity, Big Brothers Big Sisters. Everyone's in to help make that community stronger. To be part of all of this that's going on is pretty remarkable.
At UBT, your money has people with a passion for serving. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
At DWE Generations, having a plan matters, especially when it comes to protecting what's most important. They work with individuals, families, and business owners to help make smart financial decisions that support life today and set the foundation for generations. David Darlington, Russell Walton, and Cody Eiler bring decades of experience, and their dedicated team provides follow-through, answering questions, explaining next steps, and staying connected as life evolves. DWE Generations, a generational wealth planning firm. DWE Generations is a marketing name for individuals doing business as representatives of Northwestern Mutual. Visit generations.nm.com or call 402-483-7871 and ask for David, Russell, or Cody. Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Where there's smoke, there's flavor, and there's plenty of that at the Smokehouse at Super Saver in Russ's Market. Award-winning Old World recipes made in Lincoln since 1984 with many flavors and smoked sausage and brats to choose from. The Smokehouse has something special for every season. Brats and sausage for the grill, beef sticks and beef jerky for snacking, and smoked salmon, smoked turkey, and smoked hams for your holiday feast. Stop by the Smokehouse at Super Saver in Russ's Market today to fulfill your search for real flavor. When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs, quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside's margaritas and old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, take the worm, put it on the hook. Now bring your pole back and throw it forward. And just let the fish come to you.
I got a bite! It's a big one, Dad!
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
At Swindle Construction, safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Build with us. Work safe, go home proud. We're hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back, on and off the job site. If you're ready to be part of a company where your safety and success come first, visit Schwizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com and apply today. Swindle Construction, 40 years strong and still building the future.
Now back to Beyond the Lanes with Husker Bowling on 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome back. Beyond the Lanes, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Haley Swindle streaming in from her home. Desiree Buchert here in studio, 1040 O Street, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Nick Wyman pressing the buttons over here, off camera, as usual, from 8 to 9 o'clock here on Beyond the Lanes. We talked a lot about what the summer entails, moving back in for the semester, getting homework done on a little bit of time management, a little bit of everything about what's going on in the life of Haley and Desiree. But I think we can move on to what's coming up. The bowling season will be here before you know it. Summer moves by fast. I'm assuming those first couple, because here's the discussion I wanted to bring up, because the season, we hear about the preseason camps in football, baseball, when they start warming up, when they start practicing outside, basketball, we hear about all that. I'll ask you, Desiree, being here, when does like the bowling season kick into high gear for college because you have your off, you have a competition at the end of August before, Labor Day. When does all right, Nebraska bowling season is here. We're getting ramped up for the season. We're back together here on campus. When does that start to the gears start to turn for the program?
I feel like the gears start to turn definitely during October 1st because that is the date of our season starting. I know we do have probably a team practice here and there before season starts through September, but we have the whole hours thing of off season, so you have to match it correctly. And I believe we do one-on-ones too, so the coaches have one-on-one time with each player for an hour, and then we do one team practice normally Saturday, but high gear where it's 5 to maybe 6 times a week would be October 1st.
And I guess I'll build off that with Haley. Haley, what does that kind of entail? You've been through the college system. You know what it's like for a season to gear up. You talk about the jitters. Do you get a little bit jittery before the season starts? You're starting to gear up for a season, everything like that. What's kind of the vibe when you go into season? Because there's probably some jitters. There's some excitement across the board because a new dawn is a new day and a new season in between. What's kind of the vibe going into that first practice as a group? Because it's, relative, you have some new faces. You bring in, with the era of the transfer portal, et cetera. You have some names who are out the door, especially this year, leaders coming and going. What's kind of the vibe going into that first practice that Desiree was mentioning?
I think for this year, I think it's just very exciting because obviously we have new people, and I think it's just exciting to see how if we mesh well. I think we'll all mesh very well, but it's just kind of to see how the vibes are in the practice, and it's gonna set the tone for the rest of the season. But I think we're gonna have a great season. Obviously, there's jitters starting with our first tournament because we haven't competed in team stuff since April, and it's the first, so we want to go out with a bang. But I think it'll be a fun season.
What's kind of that first practice like? Because I think a lot of people get into it, and you do a lot of, hey, this is what the season's like. In college, it's not. I assume it's not a lot of bases. I think it's getting right into the hit the ground running because you only have so many hours before that first competition goes up. Haley, what's kind of that first practice like? Like you said, you gel. You have a group of players we talked about before the segment, players from all different backgrounds, and I think that's what makes Nebraska bowling so unique. Homegrown Huskers, that's a thing. However, you guys are kind of adopted into Husker Nation as a whole and representing Nebraska for the bowling program. What's kind of the vibe going into that first practice when you are trying to put everything together and put the pieces together? And I assume, like you said, there's a lot of repeating, rinse and repeat what to do, and everybody knows their game, but also bringing those freshmen along. How does that kind of entail going into that first week?
I don't really know how the first practice usually is because I can't really remember what the last 2 seasons were like, but because he can change it up every single year. I honestly I don't remember what the first practices are. Maybe Desiree does, but I know I don't remember.
Do they kind of all blend together? Because it's an interesting sport because you're competing every other weekend for the most part. Like we talked about on the show as well, where you don't want to be competing every weekend because you want to give yourself a breather mentally and physically as a whole. What's kind of I'll let Desiree explain it. What's kind of a day-to-day operations like for a college bowling program, especially when you're leaning on those freshmen? When those freshmen come in, it's very different. You've been there. Haley's been there coming up for high school and all those other competitions. You walk in, it's all right, college bowling. And it's kind of I assume, I haven't been in that room. I haven't been in that facility as a college bowler, but I'm going to assume it's whoa, this is college bowling. It's a whole different world. What, from a freshman's point of view, how do you kind of ease them into that moment now, especially being one of the vocal leaders on the team going forward?
I think, that's kind of hard. I feel like
put you on the spot. That's what we do here.
I feel like it was very easy for some people to I feel like the practices in September, we have the one team practice or being able to do the one-on-ones with the coaches kind of help them slowly adjust and they understand having the one-on-one time with the coaches and then oh, this is a glimpse of team practice. I think the only thing that would be hard to adjust to as a freshman is obviously when workouts come into play and then you have a 2 or 2.5 hour practice later on that afternoon. And normally practices can be very grueling for 5 days out of the week. So them being able to adjust to that might be a little more on the difficult side. But I think everyone on our team is very open. We're all there to be like, hey, you need help? Like, what do you need me to look at? Like, it's okay. We've all been there. Like, we're very helpful at practice with each other to where sometimes we don't even need like a coach's eye to be like, hey, does this look right? We're very good at like seeing it and catching it and knowing each other's game enough to get through practice when they're hard.
And I wanted to ask that. I'll ask Haley this question because, like, in other sports, you have like positional coaches and stuff like that. You have multiple different coaches working with different people. What's kind of the coach's role during these practices? Because, like you said, like it's a individual game. You have to step up when needed as an individual, but you have the team part of it. What's kind of the coach's roles during these practices? I assume, like we talked about on the show, where you're working on different situations, you're working on certain parts of your game. What's kind of the coach's role during a college bowling practice as a whole to keep everybody kind of on the same page and working as one going into the season?
PK and JB, they'll come out, tell us like what we need to do, and they sit there and watch us. And if PK will usually walk around, help us out. If he sees something, he'll point it out. But that's kind of basically it. They kind of just tell us what to do and kind of just watch over us. And if they see something, then they say something. But it's more of like in our one-on-ones, that's when they take the time like individually to like dive like deep into our game. And then they just kind of like watch over it and practice to see if we're doing it.
And you guys like buy in. I think that's a big thing too. Like you all come from different backgrounds. And I'll ask Desiree this question before we kind of wrap up the segment. We do have a question on the text line. Well, a statement on the text line as well. You know, coming in from different backgrounds, you all come from different stories, different, bowling categories, different accolades to your guys' names. How do you all kind of like stay even keel going into a season? Like, hey, we're all one, regardless of what accolades, whatever background you have, whether you're a freshman or a senior coming into the season, how do you all kind of stay on a level playing field and continue to get the best of each other? It's not the same 5 or 6 people competing every single night. It's a different lineup from a day round by round situation. How does everybody kind of gel? Because you said this group is very close. And as we saw with the freshman here, you said they'll fit right in. And I see why.
For us, I know we like to, something we learned through sports psych, but we tend to like to sit down at the beginning and be like, hey, let's go through and let's like see what we believe is the most things that we'll value from. So like, oh, our values as a team, like accountability could be one. Like, hey, you know that you didn't do what you're supposed to work on. So either you'd be like, oh, I didn't do it, so I'm not going to mark that as one, or just like that, for example. But we sit down and be like, hey, let's come up with 4 to 5 values that we want out of our team and like what we want to see out of our team culture, and like try to hold each other to it, or like sign something, and to where like it seems like we're holding each other accountable for our values and not like, oh, I'm being attacked, which I think is also what makes the group so close-knit, is like, hey, we chose by this. We all agreed that these were the ones we're going to stick by. So if I see it not happening, like, let's point it out before it becomes a problem, like when we are on the road.
I think it's a good way to end the conversation here. Really good conversation, as always, on Beyond the Lanes. But you know what time of the week it is? It is Mount Rushmore time. And like you said, like we always do, we don't know the topic 5 minutes before the break. We're running it. We've had some pretty good string of topics. That's what I mean. Like we hold ourselves, like we talk about the expectations, the standards of the bowling. We hold a very big expectations and standards to the Mount Rushmore. And I think we're continuing to achieve it as we go on. So who won last week? Real quick. Haley won. Oh yeah. Haley won last. What was our topic?
Apps.
Oh yeah. It's apps.
I think Rudy gave us the topic.
Yes, he was. He is not here tonight, so no Rudy RG4. I like to call him because his name is Rudy Gress IV after Robert Griffin. So if anybody gets that niche joke or football joke at the end of the day, we'll talk more on the other side with our Mount Rushmore. We'll come up with a topic. We'll text Haley that due to her streaming in, but more coming up. Mount Rushmore time on Beyond the Lanes 93.7 The Ticket.
This summer, as the world watches the pitch, Raising Cane's is serving up the best matches all tournament long, like chicken fingers and cane sauce, crinkle cut fries and cane sauce, Texas toast and cane sauce, coleslaw and cane sauce. Okay, maybe skip that match. No matter who you're rooting for this summer, kick it with Cane's for the games. One love.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge. Better up!
The crack of the bat. Sizzling concessions. Yeah, that's the sound of summer at Haymarket Park. It's been that way for 25 seasons. And in this city, it's not a matter of if you'll catch a game, it's how many.
Safe.
That's because there's always something in play for Salt Dogs fans. From saluting our troops to Friday night fireworks, your local tradition plays on. Let's show summer how Lincoln celebrates 25 seasons. Get your tickets at saltdogs.com.
At Swindle Construction, safety isn't just a policy, it's a promise. Build with us. Work safe, go home proud. We're hiring skilled craftsmen, laborers, concrete workers, and steel erectors who value quality work and a team that has your back, on and off the job site. If you're ready to be part of a company where your safety and success come first, visit schwizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com and apply today. Schwizo Construction, 40 years strong and still building the future.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney location. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
What if your bank had people who care about the places we call home?
That's what Union Bank does. We encourage this culture of giving back.
I really enjoy working with People City Mission.
The United Way campaign.
Habitat for Humanity, Big Brothers Big Sisters. Everyone's in to help make that community stronger. To be part of all of this that's going on is pretty remarkable.
At UBT, your money has people with a passion for serving. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves. We would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate again. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios at 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Heads up, LES customers, July 31st is almost here. And that's when our Fairfield Street customer lobby is closing for good. The good news, we've still got plenty of ways to support you. Find your best options at les.com.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings this summer. And you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. This summer's cream cheese flavor is pickle. Pair it with a blueberry cobbler iced latte, and don't forget their Berry Breeze dirty soda. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Looking for the ultimate game day spot? Arbor Axe House has everything you need. Axe throwing, cold beers, and the big game. Whether you're celebrating a win or talking trash with friends, nothing beats the rush of sticking an axe while cheering on your favorite team. Perfect for bullseye beginners and seasoned pros. Our axe throwing experts keep the fun going and the drinks flowing. Step up to the plate at Arbor Axe House. Book a lane at arboraxe.com or call 402-802-9696. Arbor Axe House on the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
Now back to Beyond the Lanes with Husker Bowling on 93.7 The Ticket.
Why does it keep showing that?
Welcome back. Final segment here on Beyond the Lanes, 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. we've gained a guest on the show. Haley's sister, London. She is 6. London, tell our viewers, say hi. Say hi to the viewers.
Hi.
Nervous as always.
She's very nervous.
That's fine. That's fine. She can be your tag team partner in this Mount Rushmore as we continue on here in the last leg of the show. Mount Rushmore topic this week is hobbies. I mean, obviously, I assume there might be one on here across the board, but we'll see where that entails. Hobbies. This could be anything. It could be, it could be niche. It could be niche at the end of the day. Since Haley won last week, Haley, I'll let you go first.
Okay. My first hobby is fishing.
Fishing. I've never been fishing before. I've been
Really?
fishing. I've been fishing like on vacation, but like I don't have the patience and the I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like I was not good at it. And as like, I was like 9 when I did, I could not sit still. I still can't to this day. So the apple doesn't fall from the tree. So, but yeah, fishing, I can see why people find it calming. People like sitting out there on a day like that. So it makes sense. Desiree, what about you? What's your number one hobby on your Mount Rushmore?
Pickleball.
Relatively new to pickleball, or are you?
No. I've been playing since like freshman going into sophomore year. And we had like this huge group chat of like 32 people, and we would meet up at the stadium and play on the tennis courts. Pickleball is my favorite sport to do.
Outside of bowling?
Yes.
There you go. I mean, pickleball, like it's a fast rising sport in the world. Like since 2020, it's gone on. I don't know. People have really latched on it as well. So, it's easy to pick up too.
Yes.
Easy to pick up. Some people call it lazy tennis, but hey, there's some movement. There's some movement there. All right. Number 2 on your list, Haley.
Okay, my number 2 will probably be like DIY stuff, like crafts. Like
Okay.
I picked up like diamond painting or like making stuff out of pipe cleaners. Like I just like kind of like doing like artsy things a little bit. I like
That's
draw
cool.
like coloring on a like with crayons and markers.
Yeah, some people enjoy that. So, it's a hobby. Not everybody does the same hobby. That's what makes us unique. All right, Desiree, what's your second one?
I haven't done it in a while, but I did teach myself during COVID to like do nails and like acrylics.
I thought a lot of people knew how to do that, but that's surprising.
Yeah. I mean, I taught myself how to do a design.
Yeah, just something you picked up real quick, just as
Yeah, I was bored, and obviously like during COVID I couldn't go get my nails done, and I had them done all of the time. So like we bought a whole like nail desk and everything. My mom does her nails now more than I do, but we have a whole nail desk and like all these colors, and I taught myself how to like do acrylics to make my nails all long during COVID.
That was a time where like you couldn't get like a haircut. I remember
Yeah.
I remember that as well. And that was like a trend where people are giving themselves their own haircuts, and some are better than others at the end of the day. Haley, we're halfway through. What's your third hobby on your Mount Rushmore?
Probably going like swimming. I like playing the pool or like the ocean.
Swimming and fishing. I see a trend here. 2 waters and then DIY, which I mean could be, you could do that in the pool, could do that. I don't know. Maybe, depending on what you're doing at the end of the day. So yeah, it's the summer months, the heat of the summer. It just makes sense that that's on there. Desiree? Third one.
My favorite would be cooking, and I love cooking for like other people, or like making enough for a lot of people to eat.
What's your go-to meal? If you had to make something real quick, just regardless if I like it or not, what's your go-to?
Well, you would like it, but a favorite of like Haley hasn't tried it yet, but like the teammates that I've lived with, it's 5 cheese marinara pasta.
Ooh.
They love it. I swear, like Lainey and Ashton had me make like 2 pounds one time, and it was gone within a week.
I meant from what I say, like depending on if I'm a picky eater. I'm not a picky eater, so like that sounds really good. Plus, my stomach's growling right now, so that also probably not the best question to ask. Haley, close out. What's your fourth on this hobbies Mount Rushmore?
Ooh, I'd probably say shopping. I just like, even if I don't buy anything, like I just like to like
I'd
go
go
around
to
and
Target if I were you.
Oh,
I like
she's
Target.
insane. Yeah, that's everybody's got their favorite store. I think that's kind of gone like down due to like Amazon and everything like that. It's more of like
I
a
still love in store shopping. Like I don't like to shop online that much.
Yeah,
true.
It's true. It's all, the experience of it, the experience of going there and actually like going through, and you can try on stuff and everything like that. without, we've all been there where you're guessing like, oh, it should be, it'll fit me if it's this size. Then you get it and it's like, well, it's too big or too small. And you're like, well, now I got to send it back. Desiree, let's wrap it up here. What is your fourth hobby on your Mount Rushmore?
I think my fourth hobby would probably also have to be shopping because I have a problem sometimes, but it's a good problem because I'll go months without doing it and I just window shop and my cart has like 50 items and then like I barely even buy half.
So you admitted that you have a shopping problem.
Yeah, I need to end my Amazon account.
And
So
TikTok shop.
is your shopping more like online than kind of like?
Yes, like TikTok shop has me in a chokehold.
At least you're admitting it.
It is so bad because like, oh, I love it, but I haven't bought off TikTok shop in months. I promise.
That's fair. So shopping, I was gonna say the Kansas, they're a little different though. That's what I think makes this topic so unique. So we got pickleball, nails and design, cooking, shopping for Desiree. Haley, we got shopping, swimming, DIY projects, and then fishing. It's a very interesting and diverse list of things. Like that's what I mean. Like hobbies can be anything across the board. DIY is kind of, I know, it can be anything. That's what I mean. It's very open-ended. Cooking got me sold with food there as well. Pickleball, you have the fishing, you have the swimming and everything. I'm very torn on this list from top to bottom. I'm going to have to go with, I think I'm going to go with Haley on this one just because you have the summer activities. That DIY is very open-ended. This was maybe the toughest list, I will say, just because it's so, you talk about food, you talk about shopping, pickleball, everything else in between. This was just a very tough list as well. So what a fun time. We have one more chat in here. I'm looking to see what we got. 3 cheese pasta, LaRonda says in the chat.
Oh, I like, yeah.
That's your go-to meal. Like you might have to bring in a sample or something like that.
Yeah, I want to try it now.
I got y'all trust.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a very favorable crowd that has had the pleasure to test it before or taste test. There you go. There's the word. Well, that sounds like it's about time. But what a fun show. Haley and Desiree, always fun to sit down with you and talk about everything else. Bowling all the way to our Mount Rushmores. You're keeping track at home. Better tell me because I lost score a long time ago during the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
But Haley on a 2 Mount Rushmore win streak. We'll see you next week. Coming up next, Raph's Good Take on Sports. 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC in Louisville. Koppel is proud to be the highest rated GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln areas based on Google reviews. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months on new Silverado and Sierra 1500 models. But hurry, the 0% financing offer won't last long. Visit us in Louisville or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. It's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're